Hi guys, Morty here with another video. WoW Classic made an absolute blast recently. Since April this year, the Classic era servers population started increasing in numbers and especially the RP servers. Compared to the previous year, when the servers were almost dead, they're pretty full now. The year is 2023, Diablo 4 just released recently. There was also a new patch in Shadowlands. It's summer, and if you have nothing to do with your free time, you're asking yourself, is it too late to start WoW Classic? Maybe you're back from big WoW break, or retail and Wrath got boring, your girlfriend left you, your boss is an asshole, so you want to quit already and start doing something meaningful with your life. Or maybe you have that feeling of the fresh syndrome. Yes, you know what I'm talking about, the thirst for starting a fresh new character on a server that you haven't played before, to unleash the nostalgia and experience once again that feeling back from 2004, to make new friends in Elwyn Forest, maybe kill a bunch of kobolds, or perhaps do some battlegrounds. There are some key questions that probably you're asking yourself. Should I start a fresh character in 2023? Will I be enjoying the same way as I remember it? Are there enough people to play with? Is it worth the effort in an era server where all the content is already released? Maybe I should wait for the official hardcore servers or start a new hardcore journey in the era RP servers? The answers to all these questions will lead us to the main reason why do we still play WoW Classic in 2023. Why do we fall into this state that at some point we haven't played for quite some time and we wonder, should I start now? Why do we enter into the fresh start cycle periodically? Why do we keep doing this over and over again for almost 20 years after the release of the game, where there hasn't been added any new actual content? What makes vanilla WoW so great and glorious that makes us start playing repeatedly from scratch through the years? I guess that's the magic of vanilla, right? The game was released in 2004 and started developing around 2000, but still hundreds of players are happy to play and keep discovering different ways to enjoy. The way that the game has been developed is the key to the massive impact over the gamers, because this MMO is really different compared to the modern that we see nowadays. WoW Classic is way more multiplayer directed. You must be part of the community in order to proceed further. Things that you achieve in game are less rewarding, which keeps you on the track so you don't get bored after a month. Especially in 2004, when Wowhead and Discord didn't even existed, we had to communicate via TeamSpeak or Ventrilo. Wait for someone to explain how to complete a certain quest on thoughtbot.com so we could get more info and deal with it. We didn't have any gold farming guides or raiding guides or any guides at all. Raid leaders of progressive guilds stood for a couple of hours after the raids to explore and try different tactics in order to prepare for the next week.
2, 4, 6, 8, right. 7 and 8 are whelp groups.
We had to explore on our own the massive unknown world. Friendships that we made back in the days were real and lasted through the years. These things and many more are responsible for the true magic of WoW Classic, and when we get into that fresh start cycle, we want to taste once again that bite of true vanilla and relive these moments again. So back on the main question, is it worth starting again? Yes. Despite that you will achieve just a small portion of that 20 years old feeling, it's still worth to resurrect your experience and get as much joy as possible while doing it. If you ask me, the more casual you play, the better journey you will achieve. Regardless of how you choose to play in the classic era realms, you will have a lot of happiness and pleasure. If you want a softcore run, you're a casual player and don't have a lot of free time, best option for you would be starting a fresh character in any of the servers. There are more than enough people to hang with. In fact, starting zones are even too overcrowded with people. But of course, if you don't like the high population servers, you can avoid them and go into a low one. If you want to do endgame content, there are dozens of active raiding guilds that will welcome you in their raiding rosters for sure. If you're more like a PvP handy, then you can focus on battlegrounds and world PvP. The classic era battlegrounds are merged and you can literally spam Warzone Gorge or Outrati Basin with days. If you'd like to have more like a self-challenging experience, you can start in one of the RP servers. For EU, that's Hydraxian Water Wards, and for NA Blood Sail Buccaneers. Create a character and play by the rules of the hardcore challenge. All you have to do is download the latest hardcore add-on, read the rule set, and make sure you don't die or you have to delete your character. Of course, this is not necessary, but you won't be able to group up with other hardcore characters for dungeons or raids in the future. But if you die anyway, you can still play the game as a softcore run, or you can transfer your character somewhere else. No matter what you do and how you like to play the game, either softcore or hardcore, or even role-playing in Gochar, it's fact that after almost 20 years, this game is trending constantly. People are still playing it, old players are coming back, retail players are getting interested, new players that have never tried it getting into the hype. All of that is evidence for the greatness of this MMO and how the game is created. I believe that after 20 more years, we're still going to play vanilla WoW, and the fresh cycle will continue through the years. This game will always have a place deep in our hearts. Our journey will never end. If you guys find such content interesting, please like and subscribe to my channel. This will help me a lot and encourage me to do more videos. Thanks for watching.